इसके ऊपर एक और क्वेश्चन जो आता है कि चार्जेस तो हमें समझ में आ गए कैसे नोट करने होते हैं अकाउंटिंग, बट टीडीएस कौन से फिगर पे हमें कट करना चाहिए, पूरी इनवॉइस अमाउंट पे या सिर्फ एजेंसी चार्जेस पे कट करना चाहिए?
This is really a good and debatable question that you ask, and many consultants are facing the issues over here. So whatever I generally suggest is the amount on which GST is levied to be considered as a part of the TDS to avoid any issues. So for an example, if CHA charges only the 1500 rupees and rest is a reimbursement from you on which GST has not been levied on the invoices provided by the CHA, then in that case we should deduct the TDS only on the CHA charges. But if the total invoice is with the GST amount, then we should charge TDS. We should deduct the TDS on that part, including the total amount of the bills.
Okay. Wow, I think that is very, very good insight and super helpful for exporters.
Yeah, it's a difficult as well. We are getting many query from the accountant side as well on what to do. In some cases, we come to know about that the TDS has not been deducted at the end of the year when we go for audit. So
Right.
this is very helpful to you. And just to keep your mind, the government has reduced the TDS rate by 25% on the applicable rates. If your CHA is an individual or HUF, the rate of TDS is 1%, which has been reduced further by 25% from 14th of May. Kindly note the date. Date is specific. It is 14th May 20.
40th में 20. ओके, सो मेरा CHA जो है वो इंडिविजुअल अगर HUF है, तो इंडिविजुअल में सोल प्रोप्राइटर काउंट होता है कि नहीं होता है?
Sole proprietor is a part of the individual.
पार्ट ऑफ इंडिविजुअल.
अगर आपका इनवॉइसेस 14th मई और 14th मई के बाद का है तो वो TDS 0.75% लगेगा. उसके पहले का है तो इट विल बी 1%. और अदर देन इंडिविजुअल HUF है तो इट इज a 2%.
ओके. वाह, आई थिंक दिस इज रियली इम्पोर्टेंट और बहुत हेल्पफुल है सभी फॉरवर्डर्स और स्पेशली एक्सपोर्टर्स के लिए भी.